So y'all join me at work. I've got roughly 45 minutes left until the day is over. But I have big news for anyone who cares, or just YouTube in general. The GLI is done. So I've officially traded in the GLI for a new car. And I'll be showing you guys exactly what that car is here shortly. But it's a big one. A part of me is going to miss this car. A larger part of me won't. And I'm sure some of you guys, or whoever cares, I'm sure someone's going to wonder, did you like the GLI? Was it a good car? I'm going to summarize my ownership experience with this GLI in terms that pretty much everyone around the world can understand. And I bought this car back in 2017, so I've had it for 4 years. I got it brand new. This GLI ownership has been parallel to that of the year of 2020. When you buy a new car, ideally you have a lot of optimism, you're excited, and it's a brand new car. Why wouldn't you be excited? But my ownership experience parallels 2020 in the sense that we went into 2020 and within the first 30 days of 2020, we lost Kobe Bryant. In the first 2 weeks of ownership of this car, I got rear-ended sitting at a red light. Someone crashed into the back of my car at 50 miles an hour. So that just kind of ruined it. That puts a damper on the whole mood. It sets the mood for the year. You're like, we just entered a brand new year and we just lost one of the greatest icons ever to live. But when you buy a brand new car and you've had it for less than 2 weeks and someone crashes into the back of it and does $14,000 in damage to the car. Actually, this car got hit twice in the first month of ownership. I got hit in the back at a Chick-fil-A drive-thru, and then I got hit at 50 miles an hour by someone in the rear. And that has kind of set the ownership experience from the car. In owning this car, it's been thrown off a trailer when I was moving across the country. Different story for a different day. I don't ever recommend driving a U-Haul truck across the country. It was just a bad idea. But on the bright side, the time has come. I'm turning the car in. My employee lease on the car is done. I was allowed to put 45,000 miles on the car, 15,000 miles a year in the 4 years that I had it. So this is the final drive in the GLI. And it's not really a drive. All I'm doing is just moving it from one parking lot to the next. But if you're in the market for a Jetta, GLI, or any Volkswagen, they're good cars. They're great cars to own as long as you maintain them and take care of them. And as long as nobody crashes into the back of you, you shouldn't have any problems. And if you get a manual, they can be fun. But the time has come to say goodbye to this one. And with that, it's time to say goodbye to the GLI and on to a new year and on to a new adventure. I can't reiterate the point enough that this has not been a terrible car throughout the whole ownership experience. Mechanically, this has been one of the best cars I've ever had. I've had no issues with it mechanically. It has started up whenever I've wanted it to. I've never had check engine lights, never had any warning lights. The only issues I've had have come from people crashing into me or throwing the car off a trailer. So yeah, those are the only issues I've had. Yeah, it's been a good car. It just like 2020, if you have something that happens that's catastrophic in the very beginning of the year or the very beginning of your ownership of a new car, it puts a damper on the entire year to come, or in this case, the 4 years I had left to drive the car. But as 2020 comes to an end and we can look back and reflect on all the craziness and how much I mean, this has been the craziest year I've ever been alive, but yeah, I mean, you do the same thing when you get to the end of car ownerships. You look back at all the memories and all the things that you did with your car, and I'm not going to say it's an unemotional experience, because it is kind of emotional saying goodbye to a car, but I'm not unhappy to see it go. Just in the same as I am not unhappy. Fuck it, I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic 2020 is over. This has been a ridiculous year. I'm ecstatic 2020 is over, and I'm happy and ecstatic that I just got a new car to replace this GLI, and I will show that to you guys here very shortly. Look at that. Check that out. On the way over here, we hit 44,500 miles. And with that, we say goodbye. Goodbye, old friend. So, yes, I bought an Audi. However, it's not this one. Although, the more time I spend around these A5 Sportbacks, the more I fall in love with them. I don't think I would ever do an A5, just because I have a heavy foot. I would do an S5, but I love the interior lighting. Audi's done a great job of this. I know Doug DeMuro's already covered this, but the fact that they put lights inside the stock for your cruise control definitely comes in handy. And then they lit up everything you'd ever want to or need to use on the steering wheel. I mean, they have thought this through. This new 2021 comes with a way bigger touchscreen display. The old one I thought was pretty small. This one looks way more proportionate to the size of the car. But how cool is this? Well, just to be clear, I did buy an Audi, and I'm very excited. So, without further ado, I introduce my new car. It's a 2014 Audi S7. This is the Prestige package model, so it came with pretty much every feature that you could get. Carbon fiber inlays, Bang & Olufsen sound system, that little thing that looks like a flying saucer poking up out of the dash, that's a tweeter. There's one on the other side too. I'm so excited. I love this car. I've been driving it for a few days now. I got it with 42,500 miles, so I've put almost 1,000 miles on it. But how cool is this thing? It is. Oh, I'm so excited. This thing is great. It even came with the carbon fiber inlays. Oh, this thing is wonderful. Heated steering wheel. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope 2021 is a lot kinder to you than 2020 was to most people. This thing is night vision. This is a 2014. It has night vision. This thing is awesome. It even has massaging seats. I'm still not used to this. This feels like way too nice of a car for me. But I'm very happy that it's mine. And I love the fact that every time I get out of it and I park it somewhere and I return to it, I forget that it's my car. This is a 2014. It's got everything you want on it. Backup camera, front camera, top view camera system. Sorry, I'm backing my car into a parking spot, as you can clearly tell. So, concentration is high. And I fucked that up. But this is it, everybody. This is the new car for the channel and my new daily 2014 Audi S7. Got mirrors that fold in now. Thank you to everyone who watched my video. I've probably recorded this ending now 3 times, and it just keeps coming out more and more dumb. So thank you for watching the video. The S7 is the new daily. I'm going to be filming a lot of videos with it, so stay tuned and hit if you like that. If you like the video, hit like or click like and subscribe to the channel, because I'll be posting a lot more videos of the S7. So with that, everyone have a good day, night, morning, whenever you watch this video. I don't know, whatever the hell time of day it is. Stay safe.